Oh, hi guys. How are you? I'm just here to say hi a minute, and I'm doing good. I've got some little job interviews over the phone and Zoom to do, and moving right along. Just, everything's going okay, pretty good. So, how are you doing today? The sun is out, and I'm hopefully lining up some more work so I can pay some more bills. And also, so I have some fun money for the summer to go to the swimming pool and be able to pay admission to go to the pool or buy a drink or something, have some fun. And just here to talk to my other friends here, um, especially those of you that are single or divorced. Don't worry about it. Just go have fun and just be your own best friend, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure you have a lot of friends, and or you maybe you don't have that many, or but yeah, when you call a friend and try to keep things on a positive note, especially if they're single or divorced or they're getting kind of negative or something, just kind of keep it on an upbeat note. Because I know that if you've been listening to any of my videos, you might have been doing some of your own personal healing and reflection. Because I know I've done a lot of healing and reflection in my life, and it has not been easy. But it is really good that I have, and I'm glad that I have done all that because it's helped me. And no matter what your situation in life, somebody's going to think, oh, you've got it better. I've always wanted to have a lot of kids and be a mom to several kids and live in a big house and all the stuff. But I've done a variety of things in life, and I've had an interesting life. And maybe I've had people ask me, how did I get out of all that responsibility? Well, I didn't really. I just for whatever reason, it just didn't work out. But I learned the hard way on a lot of things, and I learned that some of the men that were interested in me, it wouldn't have been good if I'd, had kids with them anyway. So, but yeah, I can still be a single mother, maybe to like a single parent, not a single mom, a single. I can be like a stepmother. Excuse me. I can be like a stepmother if I get married again for the first time in several years or decades or whatever. I could be like a stepmom or step grandma even. So, but we parent our friends. Sometimes we parent even in a work situation, our customers, our clients, our associates, our co-workers, our friends and neighbors, family, even if not your parents, just other siblings, or like if you've been a substitute teacher like I have, I felt like in some days I felt like I've been a parent to many kids, or even in sales when you're calling on people, especially in insurance with families and everything. You're kind of like you're always there. Neighbors, the kids in the neighborhood love my pets, my animals. Well, my dog. My cat's not as sociable around kids. He's more does his own thing, up and down the tree and everything. But my dog is. He loves kids. He likes to, play with them, like bark with them, and he barks but more like talking. So, but that's all. I just let you know, and you have to be careful too with these different job interviews and things to make sure it's all on the up and up. Just like with these, celeb imposters. But the main thing is try to be strong and not let them over onto Telegram with you, or WhatsApp or Hangouts or any of those, because that's when they start in. And once they start pouring on the charm and all that lovey-dovey stuff, if you don't have a boyfriend, then it's kind of kind of comforting when all of a sudden you're getting all these heart emojis from, Brad Pitt or Johnny Depp or Kevin Costner or, whoever, I think I even had some from John Cusack once, and sometimes Cano Reeves, but I think he has a girlfriend. The others do too, I think, but they're not as open about it. Like with Cano, he's got a girlfriend because they're always going to the art galas together, and they do a lot of work they do a lot of humanitarian work together. So, which I think is awesome. And she's really cute too. She's just a down to earth, cute person, cute lady, and. Some of the internet was like saying because she's not like a, 25-year-old Miss Alabama or something. It's like, or you know what I mean? It's like he's dating age appropriate, which I think is really cool. So a lot of men my age even, they want to date someone much younger. So whatever. My grandmother lived to be 99, and we look young in our family for our age. So that's helpful. But I do need to work out more and watch what I eat more and everything. It's hard when you're on a budget. But now I'll be able to maybe get some more healthy things, getting more into work more again. So, and if I work more out of my place again, I'll have to even declutter and organize and clean more. So, but yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel, even if you're going through a tough time. Life is just a daily, one step ahead of the other, behind the eight ball kind of thing. You just have to constantly, just keep going, I guess. Just, like a game of pool, just play out your numbers, or your solids or stripes, which I haven't played pool in quite a while, but or tennis really. But now that I'll hopefully, have a little extra money to do things if I work, more, get more work again to supplement everything. So anyway, that's all. And you have a nice, bright, shiny day yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep hanging in there and plugging away, and things will work out. If you're single or divorced and you still haven't found your person, or you thought you found them different times and it didn't work out, you are not alone. I think we're more like in the 65% of the population now. Single, divorce. It includes single, divorced, like never married, a widower, the whole thing. The whole thing. So, I grew up, idolizing Hollywood and the old movies, but a lot of the older movies where everything turned out happily ever after, and that was a message: happily ever after. It was, and I think in some ways that's kind of a good message, though. Some people say, well, that's not realistic, but some people achieve that. Some people, I mean, they may not be happily every day of their lives together, even, or with each other, but some people do end up getting it right and finding the right person for a lifetime. Others grow and change and evolve a lot, and at different stages in their life have the right person for that time. And I don't think there's really too much wrong with that, because some people are judgmental about that, but some people that have had difficulty with relationships did go through some kind of childhood trauma, trust issues. Uh-oh, my cat's like, he's being like what I heard somebody's, Austin, he's trying to chew on some wires. Okay, so I better go in a minute. No, Austin. Okay. What if I want to, okay. Anyway, so, see, I've always wanted kids, but I've been a substitute teacher many times, and then I have a dog and a cat that are like kids. My kids are my dog and cat, and they're kind of spoiled, I think, because I was raised real strict, so I would have been probably too easy of a mom, I think. I would have been the opposite. because that's how I've been as a substitute. But there were times when I had to be really strict too. It's a really hard job too. It's not a regular job either. It's just like temping. You know, you don't get paid in the summer or anything. You don't only get paid per day. So if you only work one day a week, you just get paid for that one day. And so everybody has such a preconceived idea about everything. It's so strange, you know. Most insurance agents are struggling on a strictly commission, but the top ones are very successful because they're very dogmatic. Um, I do think some of the top people in the entertainment business are just totally driven about, you know, you know, big time or bust. I mean, they're just like going for it, and they have people. They get a lot of people on their team, you know, working on it too, all the time. Um, but you know, you have to just be like that, I guess. And but anytime you're pitching yourself, whether it's as an actor, a writer, or you're just pitching a product, trying to sell the, like I can sell the Aliabo or the Hot Mom oil, you know, Angela Shelton's Sacred Circus products with the celery wands. Please buy those. Okay. It's fun, and I can give you more details about it too if you're interested. The story behind the celery and Angela's classes, the online classes I used to go to, or I still some go to some. She's pretty busy now. She does a lot of different things, so I sort of like, I guess I'm kind of like a graduate now of the course. But anyway, let me know, and I guess I better go now and get ready for one of my interview meetings. And but that's all. I just wanted to say hi, and I survived more of the imposters. I did reply to another one, and he's already called me his wifey, one of the pit ones, but